Good morning, everybody. Uh, I'm so pleased to see you all in spite of today being a weekday, that you have been able to come to participate in this short seminar, and I wish you all could stay till this is over. I think it's very good if we start this discussion. First, I will speak on what is called psychic irritants, and then we have a discussion, so you can ask me questions and we try to have a discussion. Psychic irritants, although the word is very new in Buddhist terminology, normally we don't use this kind of language when you try to explain Buddhism, but it seems more practical if we use these terms. Its meaning is the same as kilesa or defilements. Sometimes people, especially some Buddhists, either have heard or read that our mind is pure, clean. That understanding or concept starts from the statement that Buddha himself has made in Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya is one of the 5 sections or subdivisions of the Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka is one of the 3 major divisions of the Buddha's teaching. Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, and Vinaya Pitaka. Pitaka means part. The teaching is divided into these 3 parts, 3 major parts. Out of them, 2 are earlier teaching. 2 means Sutta and Vinaya. I wanted to mention this historical background of Buddhist literature in order for people to spot it, to locate this particular teaching. It is very good for us to know whenever we talk about the Buddhism, we should know where it comes from, the source, whether it is in the core teaching or in subordinate or subsidiary teaching. This particular statement that the mind is pure is mind is pure is a misinterpretation of the statement that Buddha made in Anguttara Nikaya. As I said, Anguttara Nikaya is one of the earlier texts. Earliest texts, as I mentioned, are Sutta and Vinaya. Anguttara Nikaya is in the Sutta category. Suttas are divided into 5 major categories called Nikayas. These days the word Nikaya is used for sects of Buddhism, what do you call Oyana. But earlier, early Buddhism, the word Nikaya was used for these 5 groups of sutras. One Nikaya is called Digha Nikaya, which contains 32 long discourses. The second Nikaya is called Majjhima Nikaya, which has 152 middle-length discourses. Then there is another Nikaya called Samyutta Nikaya that has been translated into English as connected discourses, where there are several hundreds of discourses. Then the fourth is called Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya means gradual discourses, that means numerical discourses, meaning they are categorized, these discourses are categorized according to the number 1. Many sutras that deals with number 1 is in one category. Sutras dealing with number 2 is another category. Sutras dealing with number 3 things fall into the next category, and so forth. There are up to 11 divisions in that particular book, and therefore it is called Anguttara Nikaya. Anga means a limb, Uttara means graduating. So each limb has a gradual number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That is one group of books. And the last is called Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya means the section where small discourses which have gathas, poems, prose and verse, both mixed together, and sometimes they are expressed in a very pithy state, giving the gist of the Dhamma very quickly in a short paragraphs. So anyway, these are what we call 5 Nikayas. Anguttara Nikaya falls into the 4th category. In that book, in category number 1, subdivision number 1, Buddha mentioned Pabhasara medam bhikkhave chittang tanchako agantuke upakkilese upakkilittang tang asutava putujjano napajanati tasma asutavasa putujjanasa chitta bhavana nama natti. And he goes on explaining the same thing. That means, bhikkhus, this mind is luminous, but ordinary uneducated persons don't know that. Therefore, for them there is no cultivation of the mind. Since they don't know that the mind is luminous, therefore they don't know how to cultivate the mind. One of our monks brought a bamboo, small plant, and planted right near my window. I said, don't plant the bamboo here, because this will grow in such a way that it would be impossible for us to remove. He said, no, Bhante, in this country. I said, for bamboo does not recognize country, political divisions, no passport. It just grows. No matter where you cultivate it, it grows. But he did not listen, so he planted it. Within a year, this one little bamboo shoot multiplied into 10 or 15 and grew to be a huge bamboo bush. Next year, I could not see anything through my window. My view was blocked. And I called him, see, this is what I told you. I am telling from my experience. Because I saw bamboo growing in temperate, warm countries. Hot countries. Now, remove it. So he felt very guilty. He brought, digging bars and hoe and pickaxe and so forth. He removed some. It just disappeared. Then he called somebody who has a bulldozer. He came and dug it and removed. 2 months later, 3 shoots came up. I said, this is what I told you. Then he felt guilty, called somebody, he came and dug and removed it. 3 months later, 3 more shoots came up. Then he called somebody, he came with herbicide and poured herbicide. Next day there was rain and it was washed away. Nothing happened. Then somebody came and again removed these 3, went to the very root and removed these 3. I said, I don't believe that it is gone. 3 months or 4 months later, 5 shoots appeared here and there. Literally somebody had to dig the whole area and found this big roots underneath. He planted a smaller one, smaller than this. Underground, the bamboo grows into a very large roots and establish itself. So Buddha said, Yatapi mole anupaddave dalle, chinnopi ruko punareva ruhati, evampi tanna anuse anuvate nibbati dukkhamidang punam. I told him, so long as the root remains underground, no matter how much you cut the shoots, the root will continue to grow. We may treat the symptoms, but the root, the cause, will remain intact. Now, the shoots, sprouts are like hindrances. Temporarily you can cut them, remove them, but the root remains underneath. Roots are like fetters, bondage. They bind us to samsara. That which bind us to samsara are called fetters. That which temporarily can be removed, temporarily can arise, temporarily can be taken care of, are called hindrances. They hinder, they obstruct, you remove it and proceed. When you reach the top, then use that experience, use that power, that purity, that concentration to dig into the root. When you dig into the root and uproot, remove the every tiny little piece, then all the psychic crystals are gone. Roots are gone, and therefore they will not arise again. So, before we do that, we have to have at least some superficial understanding of the plan of doing that. When we see the plan and when we keep doing it, practicing and practicing and practicing, we get a better picture, clear idea, and whatever original doubts we had would be completely wiped out from our mind. that instant, that moment, that day, we attain the stream entry path. You know, what is called stream entry path? We all know the word, Pali word, Sotapanna, isn't it? Sotapanna. What is Sotapanna? Buddha asked Venerable Sariputta one day, Sariputta, soto te uchati kimpanaya asma kimpana Sariputta soto. Sota means, Buddha asked, the word sotapanna, sota appears in the word sotapanna. Sota, apanna. Sota is one word, apanna is another word. When these combine together, we call sotapanna. So Buddha wanted to break these two words, this compound noun, into two. The noun and the verb. In this case, verb is past participle. Noun is sota. He asked, Sariputta, what is sota? As I mentioned, sota is either hearing. We know in Pali we say, sotancha pajanati, saddeja pajanati. Chakku, sota, ghana, jiva and so forth. Sota means hearing, the hearing faculty. The word sota also is used for the stream. Nadi sotovya. Buddha has used the word nadi sota. Nadi sota means river. Sota means flowing, just like flowing like the river, like a river. So the word sota is used either for hearing or for flowing. So normally we translate it into English, stream entry. When you enter the stream, the natural tendency of a stream is to go downhill until it reaches the ocean. So when you put something into the stream, it must go to the ocean.